Hello, YouTubers, Twitters, Facebookers, Vampire Freaks, Snapchatters, Tumblers, Facebookers, whatever social media networking website out there for gats. Yours truly, Diamond Kelly, coming at you, aka Occultic Babe. Approximately 4:33 a.m. soon to be Wednesday morning, March the 25th, 2014. This vlog is going to be pretty much talking about my religion and my beliefs and the way I do things as far as the universe and enemies and spells and magic and all that different stuff. This is a subject that's it's going to actually sound good because I was kind of thinking about it earlier today when I was talking about it. I was thinking out loud to myself and thinking about the things I wanted to say. I haven't had music in my vlogs for quite some time now. The reason for that being my phone's acting stupid. I mean, it's a smartphone. It's what smartphones do, But I hope you guys having an awesome month. It's tax season, you'll be getting your tax returns and stuff. Go out there and splurge all you want. Yeah, I'll be getting my tax return pretty soon. I'm going to better my Witchcraft and get a lot of things done, get some things paid off. From, when I was working at this one place, I'm supposed to be getting some money back. So, anyways, let's start, shall we? It really boggles my mind how I like the way Anton Sandra LaVey put it in Speak of the Devil. I was watching Speak of the Devil, Anton Sandra LaVey. I was watching it on YouTube. I religiously watch it. I love watching it. I watch it all the time on my phone. And because I don't have no computer, nothing. So I use all my phone is my life. I use my phone for everything. Record, vlogs, everything. And he was talking about a little part on there like how your enemies become putty in your hand, so to speak. Here's my philosophy and take on it all. If people don't take you serious, they're not going to respect you. And I mean that in the slightest sense, and I don't take that lightly, because if they're enemies, you shouldn't care a damn or care at all if they respect you or believe you at all. But my thing is, I like the non-believers and the skeptics and the atheists. I like those people. Because if I'm doing a spell on someone or a curse, or I'm doing my workings and employing something upon an enemy, whoever it may be, and oh man, I don't believe in that stuff, What they're not understanding is they're the fools. They're damning themselves to hell every time because you're telling me how weak you are. I can show you my book of shadows all day long. I could show you this book all day long. I'm not going to open it up, so I'm not going to share what's in it. But for those of you who are witches, you know what a book of shadows is. The book of shadows, I'll tell you a little bit about what a book of shadows is. It's a blank book. I bought this book from Family Dollar. It's a blank book, and you fill it up with all the spells and things you want. And you dress it. I drew a design myself. It's a little dusty. I haven't really written it in a while. I got a few more hundred spells I want to write down, but I'm not going to show you what's in it. But some of the people here, they saw a few of my things in my bag. But you know what? They don't know what it is. They don't know what the meaning is. All that's in their head is I'm a witch, and that's all they need to know. Because the cult or coven, it's a secret thing. We're not supposed to let anyone know about that kind of stuff. But they see it, that's fine with me. But I could show you this book. You can look at this book all day long. But if you're a skeptic and you're a non-believer, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not here to whitewash or shove religion down your throat because that's not our job. That's not my job to do. Believe what you want. That's your deal. What I'm simply saying is, the enemies become putty in your hands because my deal is, I fucked a lot of people here up. I screwed a lot of people up. Lots of them. I can name on my own two hands who I've made suffer, but I'm not going to give names and details. A few of them are suffering right now as we speak. And see, remember I told you people on my other few vlogs I made, sorry cripples the individual. And what I mean by that, they feel if they apologize, give you a sincere apology, it cripples them, make them feel less than a man, or it makes them feel less than a woman, or whatever their gender may be. It dumbs them down. So they're like, well, I don't want to say sorry, because if I say sorry, that means, man, fuck that. I'm not going to say sorry to Donovan. They know they're wrong, but they're not going to apologize. Rather apologize, they just be nice. So they become putty in my hands. They become putty in your hands. They get softer. They like a lot of times my enemies, they want to come up to me and ask me, do I have this or that? Ask me for favors. And sure, I give in to them, but I'm giving in to them in a way, it's not a sadistic way. I'm giving in to them the way they don't think I'm giving it to them. See, I'm not shaking their fucking hand, which I'll never shake an enemy's hand. Never touch the enemy. That's something I'll never do. I'm just playing like I'm nice. I'm like the spider. I'm waiting on my prey to come crawling across, scurrying across the ground, and bam, I jump out and stick my fangs in you. And I fuck you up, you see. And I like the way that the media tries to describe witchcraft. All the witches fly on brooms to get places, and all the stupid shit these teenagers watch on TV, and that's all cute and fine for depicting the way this religion and this occult and whatever you want to call it, coven is, but that's not the way it works. That's a depiction. You pay attention, back in the 1900s, the broom actually represents the witch spying on her enemies to see if she's been talked about, and what she would do is sleep and perform sleep paralysis on themselves, which today they call it astral projection. Astral projection is when your soul leaves your sleeping body and it disengages the sleeping body. You have an out-of-body experience, and you can go wherever the hell your soul roams. And what it is a lot of witches back in the 1900s, what they would do is use astral projection as a magical type of thing. They would see they will see if their enemies were spying on them or not. And they would simply go back to their body, go back to their waking life when it was time for their soul to re-engage and go back to their waking life and wake up and be like, whoa, damn, felt weird. I felt like a ghost. So see, that's what the broom represents. The broom represents the astral plane you're traveling. That's what the broom represents. And you know, a lot of people I've been enemies with, they always, oh, Donovan, hell, Satan, and fucking 666 and all that. I'm not a Satanist, but I dabble in, I only deal with dark magic anyway, so I guess you can kind of say I am a Satanist if you want to label it as you must. That's fine. I think like a Satanist, but I'm really not. I'm only into the dark magic. But the Satanists, they're my people as well. And here's my deal about the whole putty thing in your hands, so to speak. See, my deal is all my enemies, they want to come up to me and, oh, Donovan, you got this, or you got that. See, that's a little sign of weakness, and that's all that it matters. If they're showing their weakness, that's all I want. Because I'm not looking for a sincere apology from the enemy anyways. What I'm saying is, people, rather than them say sorry or shake your hand and say, hey, sorry, bro, or sorry, hun, or whatever, they're not going to do that. Because like I said in several other of my vlogs, it dumbs them down. They don't want to do that. I know if I was a tough ass and I had my head up my ass and I was a wise ass, I wouldn't say sorry to someone. That wouldn't be me. Because that's not how I am. Again, that's not Donovan, you know. I'll say sorry to people. I say sorry to people all the time and I ask them to forgive me. These other punks, they can forget about it. They're not going to say sorry. No, fuck that. I'm not going to say sorry to him. He deserved what I said to him, or this and that. So that's fine, because the more they don't say sorry or give me a sincere apology, that's fine. Then so be it. Then that means that you're going to suffer in a waking life and you're going to see what's going to happen with you. You know what I mean? So I like the fact that the way the late Dr. Anton LaVey put it, that They become putty in our hands. They become putty in my hands because they're nice and soft, and I can mold them the way I want. Every enemy I've had, they all done the same shit. They forget about saying sorry. They would just want to jump to conclusions and just come and talk to me. And they think, oh, haha, Donovan's gonna be my friend. The threats, the shit you said about me, don't think that we're friends, because we're not. That's what you're thinking. Because see, since I'm nice and sweet and caring, people take my kindness as a weakness. And what they're doing is they're damning themselves to hell every fucking time. Because they're gambling their own game. They're gambling their own game.